I am Piggy1, and thank you for stopping by the Pig Corner. My Pig Corner, little place on the corner of the web. I thank you for listening, and I hope you keep an open mind on this. Today, we're talking about training the pig, your pig. Training is different from people to people. Remember that. And my training is different. So it's not the same, but it is the same as some. So I'm here to explain it. First, we'll do away with the numbers, but when you start out, let's say you want to be trained as a pig. Okay, you sit and you talk about it. Talk about what? Get to know each other. Your handler, and he gets to know you. You get to know your do's and don'ts, his and yours. Maybe there are hard things that you want to try, maybe easy things. You're always asked if you're willing to go beyond that. And if so, they'll work on it. We'll work on it. So after all that's done, all that talk is done, if this is if he you he there is it's a little bit of trust, little bit of honor, a little bit of respect, then if your gut tells you, and sometimes it's what you only thing you have to go by is your gut, then he will be the right handler for you if your gut tells you that. So go for it. He will train you starting the next day. And that day, the next day, we all know what this is. We all know that men love this. This little device that men just love. A chastity device. It's meant to make men not touch themselves. As a pig, they're given one of these devices to put on. And they're not allowed out till they reach their goal to learn the lesson. And the lesson and the reason why they are put into that is to learn not to touch themselves. A pig, must focus on the pleasure of his handler, not himself. If the pig focuses on himself, he ain't focusing completely on his handler. So it must be on himself, on his handler. He must learn not to do things, touch himself. Now once he gets out of that device, he has the option. Once he pleasures his handler will pleasure him if he wants. Or the pig could go off by himself and pleasure himself. But most of the time, it is the handler stays with the pig when he does that. He will tease him. He will just edge him on. He will do things, but he will He's there with them. He's hard. The pig is hardly unknown. Or the handler might want to do something else like bondage or something. It depends on their kinks. You have to learn this first. Then you have to learn acceptance. Acceptance of everything. Acceptance of who you are, what you're meant to be, and then you learn. You learn morals like honor, trust, loyalty, things like that. You are taught discipline. Discipline of the mind, discipline of the body. Being in chastity is one form of discipline. Maybe being in stocks is another form of discipline. It depends on the pig and how you want to discipline him and what his personality is like. Now, my trainer, when he went to train me, he did not want me. He did not want to strip me of my personality. He wanted to keep that intact. He wanted to enhance that, so to speak. Wanted me to accept who I was as a person. If pig and a person, they are both two sides of one coin, but they must live together. So you are a person, but you are a pig. The person has rights. Pig has some rights. Those rights depend on the handler, what he wants. But a handler does not command the pig, order the pig, tell him what to do. The pig knows what to do. He is trained to serve in every way, to see what needs to be done, and he will go do it. He is meant to make life a little easier for his handler. So, there's no commanding, no anything the pig does, but there is punishment, discipline, and you learn each other's kinks. Let's say the pig likes bondage, okay, but maybe the handler likes something else. You could please both. Do what each one likes. A pig is meant to toughen himself, to go beyond his limits sometimes. If, let's use this as an example. If you're being paddled or flogged, and you get to the point where it starts hurting, you could say, stop, you have that right. But you add to that and say, handler, maybe next time I could go a little further. Make that a goal. You always look towards something else, because there's no failure in piggery or anything else. Make it a goal. Aim for it. That makes it you. Makes you better. A pig, you learn. Every day you learn of piggery. You learn how to adjust, how to serve. When you serve, you do so with pride. You do so with honor. You do so with respect because you're showing respect to your handler. When you show respect, you don't bow your head. You don't kneel, kneel down and bow your head. Yeah, you get on all fours, like a pig, but you look at your handler square in the eye, look at him with pride and respect. You curl up, cuddle up, take your head and stroke his leg or son, or you walk over and on all fours and put your head in his lap. You're honoring him. You're showing him respect. That's what you do. That's how you do it. Punishment. Well, punishment depends on the crime that you committed, doesn't it? But punishment is always firm. Punishment is light at first, but firm. Depending on the crime that you've done, the harsher the punishment. Discipline, well, how hard it is, depends on the pig, what he could take, and how much he could take it. Let's say the pig did something bad, and he talked back, or he raised his voice, or something, and the handler thought the pig needed punished. Well, he would use this as an example. He would put the pig in chains, string him up on either side, and let him hang there, let's say, for any room by himself, no one in the room, no sound going in, or, let him hang there for an hour and think what he did. The handler could do some things like that. Because what if your pig likes the things you do, likes impact play, or whatever? Well, there's other ways of punishment. You have to think of these things. In everything you do, there is a consequence of what you do, what they do. A handler will sit down before punishment, and he will talk to his pig, wanting to know the reason why he did this. If it's not a good enough reason, the handler has a right to punish. What if the handler chose to punish even though the pig was in the right? Well, the pig has to accept that, doesn't he? Yeah, the pig is 50-50 with his handler. Yes, he is an equal with his handler. But the handler is everything to his pig, to the pig. Means everything, means the world. So yeah, the pig sometimes has to follow the handler's lead. He learns to accept the things that's done. The best part is, yes, a handler and pig is a relationship in itself. When your handler takes off the training collar, and well, it's discussed between you and handler about getting something permanent. He puts this. If you choose okay, he'll put one of these around your neck. He will collar you and lock you. Well, once that's done, you are his. You must be loyal. You must be honorable toward him and honor your word that you will never leave him. A pig is with his handler for life. If he's not collared, you can leave anytime you want. If you are collared and you leave, you are breaking a word of honor. And in piggery, I was taught that honor is everything. Honor your word. Respect your word. Be loyal. Be very loyal. That is what I was taught. Now, a handler and pig, in a handler and pig relationship, you have the chance to grow, to have your relationship flourish, maybe become something more. That's between you two, but you are still handler and pig. Sometimes things change. There are certain things that the pig must accept. Things that the handler, that, like right now, I'm allowed sitting on the furniture. Anywhere in the house I can sit on the furniture. Besides the fact that I'm too old and he won't be able to pick me off the floor if I'm on the floor. That's beside the point. But the other thing is, it's his prerogative that I sit there, that I sleep in his bed. It's his prerogative. It was my choice to get used to it. Took time, but I had to. And that's in a relationship. That's in a loving relationship. Things seem to be different, but yet they really shouldn't be, because you're even though you're his lover, you're his pig too. You belong to him. Only you can give yourself to him. But that doesn't mean you have to give away every right to him. See, let me explain this first, okay? You could serve, cook, clean, do yard work, do whatever that needs to be done, and you could pleasure him to no end. And he could dominate you in the bedroom. But that doesn't mean you're giving him your rights. Yeah, you're letting him dominate you. But why are you letting him dominate you? Because you're a pig. You like it. You enjoy it. You were taught, I was taught, to eat everything up. What's that? Um, well, degradation, all that other stuff, being called names. I eat it up. So, there's no reason to give away those rights when you do the things for him. And you do things willingly, and you do things freely. Why? give someone your baggage. Yeah, I could give my baggage all to him, but that puts more pressure on him. That isn't being a pig. A pig is meant to make his handler feel less stressful. Is putting your baggage all on him making him more unstressful? No, it's not. You keep the baggage to yourself, but both you and him work on it. You take your kinks, you and him work on it. You work on being better. Be a better pig, be a better person. Your handler is your friend, your family member, your lover. He could be anything. But he is there for you. And as a pig, you are also there for him. You could cry on his shoulder, tell him your problem. In return, he should be able to rely on you. He should be able to tell you what's wrong. See, it's 50-50. It's a relationship. Like any normal relationship, but with a few abnormalities put into it. It has kinks. It has what you do. Serving him, pleasing him, pleasuring him. You do that freely, willingly, respectfully. You do so because you want to. You love him. And you don't let anything get in your way because only he matters to you. Yeah, you yourself should matter. You should put things aside to let him you should put things aside and let him be there, but you should also handle things that go on in your life too. Maybe if it's too tough, take it to your handler. That's what he's there for. He's there to protect you from harm. Maybe you're going to make a mistake. He's there to protect you from that. What if someone's after you? He's there to protect you from that. Your health. He's there to protect you. You're gold to him. You mean everything to him. He ain't gonna want nothing to happen to that. And you as a pig should treat your handler as such too. Because look what all he's doing for you. It's not just you're doing for him. He's doing for you. You're making his life better, and he's making your life better. Even if you flourish in your relationship, it's wonderful. And it means something that's special. Pig and handler is a relationship, a journey taken together. You learn together. It's something that you want to experience together. You really don't want to be by yourself. You want to do things with him. You want him. See, when I met my handler, I was looking for a handler. I wanted someone to want me. I wanted someone to own me. Whether he sees it as being owning me, I don't know, and I don't really care. But you could own someone, and that person does not have to give his rights away to be owned. He is a person, but he could be owned too. Piggery, it's something you learn. It's a life, and you learn from it. So, those that say piggery is very easy, no, it's not. It's the same, the training is the same as slavery, but it's not. There are other things you have to learn. There's other aspects. You can't, each pig must be treated different, depending on their personality. You want to enhance that personality. You want that personality to grow. You do. But you want him to find those primal emotions within himself. You want him to find what makes him tick. Everything primal makes everyone tick. And those primal emotions, you must harness. Because when you get a handler, those emotions could be focused on pleasuring. They could help you learn from those emotions and learn from the pig within. Because everyone has an animal inside them. And that animal you must learn from. Whether it be an animal or you're self-conscious, it talks to you. You learn from it. And you have to deal with things. And you don't have to deal with things alone. You have your handler. He's here to deal with you, to help you. So this is Piggy 1, thanking you for coming by the Pig Corner. I hope you enjoy this. Please let me know what you think. Give me a comment below. I will respond to it. Give me a message. I will respond to it. Like this podcast. I'd love to hear from people, and I'd love to give my advice. I'd love to hear your comments, your opinions. Let me know. This is Piggy 1 saying goodnight for now.